An incredibly powerful concept that can help you shift your life instantly is the mirror principle. If you've been on the manifestation journey for a while or are just starting, this principle holds the key to making a profound shift in your reality right now. Our external world is a direct reflection of our internal state. Like a mirror, our outer circumstances reflect our inner thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. So if you want to change your life, all you have to do is shift the reflection. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use this principle to transform your reality, starting today. Let's start by breaking down the mirror principle. At its core, the idea is simple. The outer world is a mirror of your inner world. Everything that you experience in your external reality is a reflection of your internal beliefs, thoughts, and feelings. The world is a mirror, forever reflecting what you are doing within yourself. This means that what you hold in your mind, whether consciously or subconsciously, is being projected onto the world around you. Imagine standing in front of an actual mirror. The reflection shows whatever you're projecting, your facial expression, your posture, everything. Now, think of your mind as the source of that reflection. If you're radiating confidence, joy, or abundance, the world reflects those qualities back to you. If you're projecting fear, lack, or doubt, the world mirrors that too. But here's the key. You can't change the reflection by trying to alter the mirror itself. You must change what the mirror reflects. If you want to see something different in the mirror, you need to change what's happening inside of you. To shift your external reality, you must shift your internal state. You can't fight the mirror. You shift the reflection by changing your inner assumptions. What we assume to be true is what becomes true in our lives. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Your assumptions create your reality, so if you want to shift your external world, you must first shift what you assume to be true about yourself and your circumstances. Let's break this down. Your current reality. What you're experiencing right now is the result of your past assumptions. Your future reality, what you will experience tomorrow, depends on the assumptions you're holding right now. For example, if you assume that you are not worthy of success, you will continuously see situations in your life where you feel blocked or denied opportunities. The outer world reflects this unworthiness back to you. But if you shift your assumption to, I am worthy of every opportunity, the external world will begin to reflect that worthiness back to you through people, events, and opportunities. The mirror principle operates 24/7. Whether you're conscious of it or not, your assumptions are constantly being reflected back to you in your relationships, career, health, and financial situation. The good news is that you have the power to shift those assumptions whenever you choose. Now that we understand the mirror principle and the power of assumption, let's talk about how to actually shift your assumptions to create a new reflection. Live in the end. This means you must assume that your desired outcome is already a reality. You must feel and act as if your wish is already fulfilled. The mirror will reflect this new assumption back to you. Step 1. Identify your current reflection. Take a look at your life. What's being reflected back to you right now? Are you experiencing lack? Difficulty in relationships? Career stagnation? The first step is awareness. You need to recognize what your current reflection is and understand that it's a result of your current inner state. This is not about blame or guilt. It's about awareness. Step 2. Change the assumption. Once you've identified what's being reflected, ask yourself, what assumption is creating this reflection? For example, if you're struggling financially, the underlying assumption might be, I'll never have enough. If you're experiencing relationship difficulties, your assumption might be, I'm not lovable, or all relationships are hard. To shift, replace the old assumption with a new one. Instead of, I'll never have enough, assume, I always have more than enough. Instead of, I'm not lovable, assume, I am deeply loved and cherished. Step 3. Embody the new reflection. This is where the magic happens. You must feel the new assumption as if it's already true. You have to live in the end. The key is to feel the emotions and experience the life you want before it shows up in the physical world. If you want abundance, feel abundant. If you want love, feel loved. If you want success, feel successful. When you embody the new assumption, the mirror has no choice but to reflect it back to you. It's not about forcing change in the external world. It's about shifting within. There is the idea that consciousness is the only reality. Everything starts within your consciousness. Your external world is not fixed. It is malleable and subject to change based on what you believe and assume to be true. You are already that which you want to be, and your refusal to believe this is the only reason you do not see it. This means that your desired reality already exists. You don't have to create it. It's already there in potential form. All you have to do is assume the identity of the person who is already living that life. When you do this, the external world, your mirror, will reflect this new identity back to you. Think of your consciousness as a projector and the world as a screen. Whatever is in your consciousness is projected onto the world. If you change the film inside the projector, the image on the screen changes automatically. Want to change your financial situation? Change your consciousness around money? Want to improve your health? Change your consciousness around wellness. The outer world is just a reflection of what's inside. Let's explore some real-life examples of how the mirror principle works in action. A student once struggled with money and believed he could never have enough. After learning about the mirror principle, he realized that this belief, this assumption, was creating his financial difficulties. He began to shift his inner state by assuming, I am wealthy, and money flows to me effortlessly. Over time, his outer reality began to reflect this new assumption. He received unexpected financial opportunities, promotions at work, and found that his relationship with money had transformed. The mirror had no choice but to reflect his new inner state of abundance. Another example involves relationships. A woman believed she was always attracting unhealthy relationships. She realized that her internal assumption was, I am not worthy of a healthy, loving relationship. She began to shift that assumption to, I am worthy of love, and I attract relationships that are nurturing and fulfilling. Soon enough, her external reality shifted. She met someone who aligned with her new assumption, and she began to experience a relationship full of love and respect. The mirror had reflected her new internal state of worthiness and love. Here are some exercises you can start doing today to apply the mirror principle and shift your life immediately. Mirror visualization. Every morning, stand in front of a mirror and imagine that it's reflecting your desired reality. As you look at yourself, say aloud the assumptions you want to be reflected in your life. I am successful. I am loved. I am abundant. Feel the emotions associated with those statements. Allow your reflection in the mirror to symbolize the reflection of your new reality in the external world. The Shift Journal. Start a daily practice where you journal about the shifts you want to see in your life. Write as if these shifts have already happened. For example, I am so grateful that I now have financial freedom. I am thrilled to be in a loving, supportive relationship. By doing this, you're aligning your inner state with your desired reality, and the outer world will reflect it back to you. The mirror principle teaches us that the world is simply reflecting what's happening inside of us. By shifting our assumptions and embodying the feeling of the wish fulfilled, we can transform our reality right now. Remember, the mirror can't change on its own. You must change the reflection by shifting your inner state. The moment you shift internally, the outer world follows.